And this will be 400 meters. That's one lap of the track. World record and the Paralympic record held by Hong Sukman.
This will be a great race. Certainly, I'm a fan of the guy in lane 4 here, Josh George. Used to race with him back in the day from the U.S. He has the fastest qualifying time, not the world record. I saw him earlier in the week, and he said he was going fast, though he wasn't sure that he really felt like he was going fast. Sometimes the two don't meet in your mind. Got Brunhoon Yu from Korea. A couple Korean athletes on the inside here in lanes 2 and 3.
40 years of age. Jung Dong-ho next to him, 37-year-old Korean. Both Koreans with very natty headgear.
And so when you don't leave your lane, you don't have to wear a helmet. Once you get to the 800, you have to wear a helmet because you're going to be drafting. You're with other athletes. So when you're in your lane, you don't have to. This is Josh George,
the States,
alumnus of the University of Illinois. Lactose.
No hat for the Canadian, but he has gone for the beard. So he's got a little bit of protection on the lower part of his head. And there's the first helmet of the night, Richard Coleman of Australia. So 400 meters, you don't need a helmet, but up to 8, but as soon as it's
800 and above, you do.
And there's Li Hezhao of China, lane 7. He's 23 years of age, qualified in a time of 51.19.
A couple of Chinese athletes here, and you don't see a lot of the Chinese athletes during the rest of the year. But you do see them as the Paralympics, and they take it really seriously. So a bit of a wild card.
Yu Shibin, the other Chinese athlete, in lane 8. And in lane 9 is Aladwani of Kuwait,
who's had some great results, and he's a guy to look for in the 100 and the 200 as well.
But this distance a little bit too long for him, you think?
He's somebody who starts really, really well, so I don't expect him to be the strongest here, but he's going to have a good race, that's for sure.
So as always, look for the middle lanes. Joshua George in lane 4, Brent Lakatos, Canada in 5, Richard Coleman, Australia in lane 6, all around about 49 seconds. And away they go. It's the men's 400 metres, the T53 final. Explosive pace needed. It's all run in lanes, so the bend will gradually unfold. And it's the athlete in lane 5, Lakatos of Canada. Looks to me like he's in the lead there. He's powering down there in lane 5. Lakatos.
He made up that stagger on Coleman very quickly. See where the athletes are hitting their track steering as they're coming into the turn instead of that left hand going around the corner. It's all tightening up here.
Coleman's coming back at him, but the Chinese competing as pairs, and Hu Zhao of China has gone into the lead ahead of Lakatos and then Coleman. So it's Hu Zhao of China who I think is going to get it. Hu Zhao of China is going to get it. Will Coleman get this bronze? No.
But he got the bronze. He looked like he was closing on the silver. And unfortunately, Josh George was not in the top 3.
Hu Zhao of China getting the gold there. And Lakatos of Canada hanging on for the silver. And Richard Coleman of Australia coming over the line in bronze. Let's just look at the times just coming in now. Li of China there. Li Hezhao, 49.7. That's a season's best for him. Brent Lakatos of Canada, 50.17. And Richard Coleman of Australia, if it had been a little bit longer, he'd have got the silver, but he has to settle for the bronze in a time of 50.24. So high-tech now, these wheelchairs, aren't they?
They are. Full carbon fiber wheels, aluminum frames on the wheelchairs. Carbon fiber wheels really help that when you put the power into the push ring, that ring that you see him hitting with his hands, and it's really more of a punching stroke than it is anything else. You're not actually grabbing it, just punching it. And that's the wheels don't flex nearly as much with the carbon fiber wheels. So the power goes into going forward.
Getting lots of messages on Twitter. Barbara says she's serious respect for all people taking part in the Paralympics. You are all amazing. And I think that's fair to say, isn't it? That just competing is amazing.
Well, a lot of you have to earn your way into the Paralympics, that's for sure. And a lot of these are the people who are the most amazing Paralympic athletes in their countries. So So this is the collection of the best Paralympic athletes in the world.
And a
Best disabled athletes.
tweet from Andrew saying it's baffling that the IPC excludes athletes with Down syndrome from the games. Any chance that might change for Rio?
You know, that I'm not sure about.